Hello. How you doing? Kitty content. That seemed kind of zoomed out. How's everyone doing today? We got Mo. We got our Mo. We have our Mo for the day. Look at the kitty go. Here is the Mo. That is the kitty. He is the pretty kitty. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yeah, he's probably not going anywhere. I think he's getting comfy. Yep, he'll be here for the stream. So I'm just kind of waiting a little bit. Oh, he left. Hold on. Meanwhile, what is this? The Brio? I want to check one thing here. Do 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 do. Yeah, probably have to mess with those. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on today. Okay, that looks good. I got Microsoft Flight Simulator going on. I don't know if people saw my title. I didn't make a special title there, but if you saw my Twitter, my X there, cheers, everybody. We're gonna get a little more Diet Coke, I think, too. Could be a nice long stream. So, for a long time, since the beginning, months ago, I've had to fight on a daily basis with my camera settings. And it's gotten worse since I used to have two cameras, and now I got three cameras, and I got three cameras to fight with. So I got this camera here, I got this camera there, and I got that camera there, which I showed, by the way, yesterday. I kind of showed how my setup works. So I got the Brio, the stream cam, and then this is my surveillance, my manual camera. I call it surveillance camera, and all of them were getting reset and had to be changed by me every single day, sometimes more than once for some reason. Okay, and they look terrible, and I replay and I look up and I go, wow, that image looks terrible. You know, and you can see it in my face. I'm just like, because I don't like technical issues. I don't want there to be technical issues. I don't like it when I watch somebody else's stream and there's technical issues. I'm like, I feel bad, but I'll often just change the channel. You know, I'll be like, someone else is streaming who doesn't has their shit together, right? So for me, having the technical issues down is sort of a dream. And let me tell you what happened. So I want to. This is going to take a while. I don't want to do the whole stream. We're going to play Flight Simulator too. Probably we'll talk about it some more. I'll get Flight Simulator going, and then we'll talk about it too. But let me start with the issue. What happened was I finally had a vague feeling this was going on, but I finally absolutely confirmed that if I set my camera settings using the dialog box that comes up from OBS where you say set configure your camera to exactly what I wanted, and kind of wrote them down so I knew what they were, memorized the settings that I changed, and then just rebooted, that be gone, and everything be reset to a specific value, and nothing that I wanted, but just what Windows wanted. And for all three of the cameras would reset to a specific set of values every time I rebooted. There's no other way of. And so I did some research. Is there any other way of changing what the settings are when Windows boots, so that it could be like manual focus for a change? Nope. Nope. Couldn't do that. Can't do that. So I finally found a obscure YouTube video. Very obscure. Now, yesterday, we were flying real slow planes. We've been flying medium planes. And I think today we feel the need for speed. Don't you think? I just feel a little bit here. Well, I think we're going to take out the Felon, which is the MiG 57 or whatever. 54, I don't remember. We have definitely not done all of these. We do Pixel Desert a lot. But I think we'll do Camo Blue for a change. Or should we do Tiger? It's pretty wild. Let's do Tiger. Okay, we don't need all that fuel. This will help. All right. So we've selected our aircraft. So where was I in the story? I figured out that every time you reboot, the reason why I was fighting every single day with my camera settings is because every single day I would reboot. I'd turn off my computer at night. Next day, and I didn't memorize them, so I'd have to figure out what they were each and every day. There's a whole bunch of. Let me see if I can show this to you. Hold on. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try. Show it on video. I don't know if this will show up on the screen. Oh, it does. Okay. So you can see there's all these settings here, and they're different. First of all, they're different for each camera, and there's 2 pages in them. You know, and yeah, these live, if I change these affect the cameras. So these 2 pages of properties are what reset every single time, no matter what, when you boot Windows. And if you want them the way you want them, you have to set them. And okay, so there's 3 different cameras, and each one of them has these 2 giant pages of properties. And I had to do that every single day. How you doing, Aiko? I am talking about how I may have finally solved my issues with having my cameras reset every day and having to fight them to find what the correct settings are every single day, every single stream. It was tedious. So I finally did some research, and I found a YouTube. I always did a lot of research. I finally found a YouTube video which said, "Oh, well, here, all you got to do." I was like, "Oh, I found the problem," because you described the problem exactly. By the way, we're going to fly. I'm feeling the need for speed, so we're going to fly a Felon, which is a MiG something, a Russian plane. But where, we say, where are we going to go? Where, you ask? Greece? Can we take off from there? Let's find out. Probably not. I'm just wondering if it has... this plane is not a carrier-rated plane. We'll see what happens. I'm going to make it daytime, though. So I found the first YouTube was a bust. It said install G-Hub. I already have G-Hub. G-Hub doesn't help. G-Hub just makes things worse. It just competes with the existing Windows settings, and they just fight with each other. It makes it 10 times worse. So I've disabled G-Hub. I still have it, but I disabled it for my 2 cameras. Plus, that only works for 2 cameras. I've got 1 camera that's not a Logitech camera. This one right here. It's not a lot. And that one was also resetting. So I needed a solution that would set all 3 of my cameras with 2 pages of detailed information, with 10 different things, with about 12 different settings on each page. So about 60 different settings. Each time I start Windows, and I finally found a YouTube saying, "Oh, you need to download the set camera settings, from GitHub that some guy wrote." What's this? Yup. There's a program a guy wrote that you can set, and you can basically give it a configuration file. It will make one for you. You give it a configuration file. In that configuration file, it has all the settings you want for all of your cameras. And then you just put that configuration utility in your startup folder. And now every time I start up Windows, it's going to run this configuration folder. How you doing? Boy, we got some people here. I don't know if this is going to work because this is not technically a carrier aircraft, and that carrier does not technically have the right kind of. But we're gonna try it. Okay, what do we got here? Where's air brake? Where is? Okay, that's fine. I need to know where the. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, how do I know when my parking brake is on? Because I need to have it on so I can build up power. Okay, hide yoke. Is it here? Oh. Canopy just seek emergency gear handle. Where would
Sorry,
the park?
I don't know that.
Jeez. Why's my Alexa talking to me? That's sensitive. How you guys all doing? Okay, I'm getting used to these controls. Okay, this one has, I believe, an air brake there, which we're going to need for landing. But I need to know if and where the dump fuel. I don't know if it has. It should be down there. Let me see if I have a view. Oh yeah, this one has the stupid views. Okay, this shows everything. It's not one of these. Normal, navigational. Getting used to what I got here again. Oh yeah, fuel. Got some smoke, ignition, and the fuel pumps. Navigation, like what's that? Canopy. Do not open the canopy. Okay, this is the autopilot. That works. This is MFD1. Where are we going here? Okay, that's all the views. I guess there isn't an air brake that's operational. Anyway, let's just try to get out of here then. I don't know if we'll get enough speed. But we're going to try it. We do have afterburners. So, oh yeah, it's not a bad. I don't know if landing on that would be possible, but we are in a very powerful plane here. Yeah, afterburner's off. There we go. All right, now we're on military power, as they call it. So yeah, I've been flying some rather slow planes, and today I kind of felt the need for speed. We're off the coast of Greece, by the way. But where in Greece is going to be a little tricky to find. I think most of Greece is going to be north of us or northeast of us. This way here. Yeah. But the good thing about this plane is if you want to go somewhere, even if it's a good distance away, you're going to get there pretty quickly. That's where we were. We just took off from there. This is a monster. Oh, flaps up. Shoot. Monster plane. No wonder we were going quite fast. It will go supersonic for long periods. Getting some flat, we're in the middle of the ocean, or we're getting some. You definitely want to trim up to about there. Okay. Yeah, it's Greece. It's a nice day. I haven't had to mess with the weather. Very sensitive to trim, not surprisingly. I'm trying to trim it so it's kind of vertical. Yeah, okay, we're flying east, so a lot of Greece is this way. It's a million islands. But I guess we're in the Aegean. Oh yeah, by the way, the flaps control is smoke on, right? Smoke off, I think. It's not actual flaps. Some of these planes have smoke on and smoke off. Just remapped their flap system since they don't have actual. These kind of fighter jets don't really have a flaps. And they do have some aerodynamic surfaces put on them. We're going to have to figure out where we are. Because I do want to kind of find if there is a major city or town. I don't think we're that close to Athens. But that's going to be the trick. Okay, so we're flying east. Let's fly directly east from where we were. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our in-game map. Here, I'll show you. You won't be able to see it. I'll move it around here so you can see it. Make it look bigger here. So the useful thing about the in-game map is it will show outlines of, and it will tell you things like, okay, so like, right, okay, so we fly this way. LGMT is, this is the name of the airport, and the island is Mytilene. And this is not going to be Greece, right? I don't know what that is. And what is this one here? LGLM, doesn't say. LGFK, IMROS. IMROS. Okay, hold on one second, I just don't want to crash. Is that an island or is that just a code name? Let's find out. Let's put ourselves in the seat. It's a little quieter. Google Maps. Maps. No. Is that an island? Let's find out. IMROZ. Is it a Turkish island? Okay, I was wrong. That's not Greece. That's Turkey. We want to go to Greece. We're gonna have to head northwest. So okay, I was right. We're gonna make a change. It didn't seem like a Turkish name, and it's not. This is Turkey, and also it's a big continent. You know, you can see this is the continent of Turkey. Istanbul's somewhere. But we're not gonna go to Turkey today. I've been there. We're gonna try to go to Greece, but that means we're gonna make a turn. Good to know. I'm glad we checked. So we're gonna make a hard turn here to the west, and then we're just gonna get there quickly. Okay, that's a better route. Okay, now I like it. I mean, it's gonna take us a while, but again, unlike many planes, even though we're in the middle of nowhere, I mean, we can fire up the afterburners and get anywhere in just a minute or two. So let's see. Let me double check that. Double check this. If we like this, we can even set the autopilot. Yeah. So this is gonna be SK. I don't know what that is. LGSK. Yeah, that's Skiathos. That's a pretty major. I think that's what our ultimate destination is going to be. So a little bit, yeah. So our course is going to be 275. Oops, we won't get that much altitude. All right, so let's set our course. I believe it's no pressure. It's going to be one of these knobs down here, I think. Map range, barometer pressure. Oh yeah, it's up here. Heading 274 degrees. Close enough. Autopilot on. We want to have heading select. Is that it? Where do you have altitude hold? Altitude hold mode. Okay, good. It holds us at 23,000 feet. I think we are breaking the speed barrier at this altitude. By the way, at 414 knots, we're just about to, and that's what that is demonstrating right there. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that. Maybe it's only certain. If I give it full afterburners, we'll do that. Maybe it's only in certain regimes, but we're definitely going supersonic at this altitude. It's multiple, way over. I'm not sure what this is. Mach 1.37, Mach 3.8. So over there it says M in the head-up display there. Mach 147. Yeah, we're still accelerating. We might hit Mach 2. This is crazy fast. We're burning the gasoline, but yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's only at certain altitudes, but it was showing a Mach, those Mach, that thing. It was actually pretty good. But anyway, we're now traveling 730. What are we? We are at Mach 173, 174, 175, and climbing. This is fast. This is as fast as we've ever gone in this game. Because there is a faster craft, but it's that it's the kind of the fake, the hypersonic plane from the Top Gun. Okay, we're about to overspeed. We're about to overspeed, pulling it down a bit. I think Mach 1.8 is the limit. After which the plane doesn't do good. Okay, so that was an Air Force base, but we're gonna go to this town. That was fun. It was a fun run. Okay. So we've already made a lot of time up going to travel. Is this the Air Force base? Yeah, Skiros Air Base. Great. Oh, and that's not where we're going. We're going to. We're not going there either. We're going here. No, I don't know where we're going. Where were we going? This one? Yeah, Skiathos. Okay. All right. So that's there. Hopefully there'll be something to see. This is just an island with the airbase. We're also we're still out on afterburners. That's all right. No. Okay, we're still doing over Mach 1. We're still doing past the speed of sound, which not many people do. It's they call it actually jet fuel because it could be a couple of different things. It could be a mixture of things. So it's called like JP1 or JP2 depending on the JF1 or something like that. They have some weird names for airline, for military and other fuels. All right, we got a ways. But yeah, that's okay. Mach 1.8. We're probably not efficiently traveling over Mach 1, but we are. But it's typically an oilier fuel, like so it would be kerosene for jets. They'll burn just about anything, but what they'll burn cleanly is another question. About a lot of exhaust, pollutants. Okay, we're heading to LGSK, and then we're going to kind of make a dive. We're going to lose altitude. Pretty day though. I do like the livery here. I can leave this. Might as well take a look at the plane. We've got a minute or two before we get there. I don't know why it keeps wanting to make it look like the exhaust is kind of going above us. It's not, but it kind of always looks like that. It's just a monster plane. Two big engines. Yeah. Here's some Russian dude, probably. All right, where are we? Well, we're getting there. All right, no, we don't need a push button. We're gonna turn off the autopilot entirely, and we're gonna start going down the hill. Because I kind of want to check out these islands from a lower level. All right, is this where we're heading? Where I wanted to go? A second, yeah, okay. Down here. So we're a little over supersonic doing this descent. But as we get to lower air, it'll be denser and harder to get over supersonic, over Mach 1, which is where we are. We're right at Mach 101. Yeah, it's like it. You know, there's something really relaxing about flying the extra slow ones, the ultralights, and then some days you just feel the need to get from one place to another as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's at certain altitudes it produces a Mach band, I think, or like in the clouds. It's kind of cool. It is modeling, I think. Yeah, and it's modeling the moisture content in the air. There's not a lot of moisture at higher levels, so you can see it's down here where there's more moisture. It shows a lot of vapor breaks or whatever they call them. What are we doing? See, now we're only at Mach 8.2, which is still really fast. But yeah. Mach 8.5, 0.85. And then we just unceremoniously smash ourselves into the side of this building. So anyway, I have this new utility, which is what I was talking about. That literally it's a 50,000 byte utility that you got for free. That you get for free, and all it does is sets your cameras up the way you want them, and it reads it from a text file. So if I want to change a value from brightness from 120 to 127, I don't have to fiddle with one of those knobs, one of those things. I just put the number in there. You know, it's so much more convenient if you know what settings you want. And I don't ever want them to change, and I never want it to be under autofocus. So first I got this utility. For one thing, it's free. I would have paid $1,000 if I knew for sure it would fix my problems. I literally would have. For one thing, it was free. This is Greece, by the way. For another thing, it sets all your cameras, no matter how many you have. I have like 3 cameras, and plus I have the my virtual camera, or my iPad camera. It sets that too. It can set that up too, to whatever I want. And you just put it in your startup folder, and then every time I start up, it sets it to your settings. Oh, that's going to save my life, and all this talking about how my cameras are messing up. And the most important thing is I'll be playing a song, and then I look at my camera, and I'd be like, what the hell? I got to set it again. And it'd be like every stream. Okay, so this is an airport. That's a pretty decent-sized runway. We could probably land on that if we wanted to. It's a little early. But yeah, I always feel the islands that have a big, good-sized airport are probably the tourist destinations, because most people want to fly to an island, you know what I mean? But you can always take a boat. So wait, what did we decide this was? This is the island of... Limnos. Is there a road? No, it's definitely not one of those islands road. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So we were there. And then we decided to go west. Yeah, Scopenos. Okay. Okay. All right. Scopelos. Sorry. Okay, now I know where we are. And what's the major town over there? I don't know. It's not that major, but we're gonna get there anyway. At least I'm following where we are on the Google Maps. There's a gulf. This water apparently in here is called the what's it called? The Pagasetic Gulf. Here, right in here. This kind of what looks like kind of a sea. It is a pretty large body of water, but they call it the Pagasetic Gulf. That's interesting. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. We might be hitting cloud cover. Well, we are hitting cloud cover. But it looks like they're not too low, so we'll be able to go under. And of course, that's what it looks like from the pilot seat. You can see somebody's putting their gum on the inside of the windows again, or something. I don't know what. I guess fly. You know, it's insect damage. Insects are always running into you. Birds. Okay, so this is the Pagasetic Gulf. Basically in here. And we're gonna fly up it. Because it looks like we're starting to get to a more, occupied part of the world. Hopefully there'll be a building or two. Usually I fly over a city. Usually I'm in a fighter plane of some kind. Or a vintage aircraft. But not today. Oh, up ahead you can kind of see these lights. Must be an airport. But I always like to fly over and see what those are like. Check it out. Yeah, I want to get back in the ornithopter too. I think I'll get a good screenshot here. See if I can find something with a screen with some sun in there. Back, there we go. I want that guy in there. Oh well. Alright, let's go down and check out this runway, see what it looks like. We're just gonna buzz it. Oh, this is Almyros Air Force Base, Air Base. AB would be Air Base. How's everyone doing on YouTube? Occasionally I'm getting somebody clicking in. By the way, if you're viewing me on YouTube, remember to smash that like button. Okay, they've got 2 runways too. They're fancy there. A little framey. Alright. The first half of the stream we're just gonna okay, I want to find out where this air base is. It's gonna be right around here. It's right on the water. Oh, right, that's it. Yes. What did it say about it? This says there's a national airport there. So I'm wondering if maybe that's Kratos area or something, and it does show those runways, right? Or am I in the wrong place? No, I'm definitely in the right place. Interesting. Okay. Slight difference between what Google Maps says this airport is, but that's fine. At least we know where we are. So this way, we go up here to the north. Oh, we might find some good canyon carving going on down here too. Not even urban canyon carving. I don't know, these aren't really deep enough. Okay, we're heading north, right. Okay, so we should hit a kind of a city area. Maybe we're leaving it. Or the city area is over here. Whoop. To the right? Is it that way? check it out. This one, actually. Yeah, it's just a trip flying these planes. Something about them. There's a lot of precision. As I mentioned, the speed. But as I say, you get a much more flying over those old European cities in an ultralight at 50 kilometers. That's really the fun part. 60, you know. We're going 542 knots. Pretty good sized Grecian city, I guess. What is it called? What's it called? It's called, I can't pronounce this. Volos. It's Greek. What can you at least translate it to English for me? Volos, coastal port city in Thessaly, situated midway on the Greek mainland, 330 kilometers north of Athens. So we're north of Athens. That's interesting. For some reason, I thought we were south of Athens. Now that shows I don't know where Athens is. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep going north though. We're not going to do Athens this time. We've done before. Okay, we're going to go this way. It's going to hit the ocean again. And then we'll find our next airport. We're going to land there. And by the way, the second half of today's stream, I will play the guitar. It shall be a guitar stream, which I shall play the guitar. All right. But I'm watching my work mail. Nothing's come in. And I'm having a little more Diet Coke. We'll see if we'll probably finish this off and have some more for the guitar part. But yeah, it's not, especially when we get to the, why did that just reboot? This thing here. It literally rebooted. That can't be good. My computer rebooted. I mean, and the computer, not my actual computer, but the computer in the plane rebooted. Oh, and this went off? Yeah, I think I've seen this bug before. I'm losing my electrical systems. It's not properly charging the battery. And it has nothing... No, because I started off. Do I have to turn some of this stuff on? I don't know what it is, but... Yeah, it's having trouble powering the systems. See how it's rebooting again? It's because it's simulating that the battery is running out of power, I think. Yeah, what is it saying down here, as a matter of fact? It says oil pressure ignition auto cell. So something's going on with my... And I think I started hot, right, on the runway. Or I started on a carrier, that's right. I wonder if I have to set some of these on. Taxi lights? No. Any of these? These all look good. Fuel is on. Ignition is on. Do these have to be on? I don't think so. That's fine. Canopy, no. Engine mode. These don't do anything. I mean, what would it be? Yeah, see how it went off? I wonder if there is something, a button I should have pressed that would have made that work. Or a switch. Panel lights, one of these. APU starter. Battery, should we try starting the APU? I mean, my engines are running. That's interesting, kind of. What are these? These are switches. Reset, I don't know what that's going to do. I wonder if there's like a secret switch somewhere. But I don't see anything. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, so solving the problem, I solved the problem by starting the APU. And that's fine. The APU is powering my systems now. Not the actual engines, or it does that cool thing again. Hard to predict when it's going to do that. We're already up to 16,000 feet. Let's get down again. Without the APU on, it would not. And I'm still getting these yellow warning messages over there. So I'm not exactly, and I don't know how to solve them because the ignition Is the ignition not supposed to be on? Let's see. Fuel is on. Air brake's in. I mean, ignition should be on, right? Not off. No, it did want it to be off. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think I figured out what happens. This plane likes the ignition to be turned off after the engines start. I have a feeling. That is what must be going on. I'm learning, so, you know, I don't fly each of these planes that often to learn all of their quirks, because that made a light go off on one of my, this is an annunciator panel here. Oil pressure, auto boost pump on, and auto cell, and ITT. I don't know what any of those, but the red one especially is something about intake temperature. But, you know, I don't see any particular buttons to press to do anything in particular. Seat, armed, that's not going to matter. Fuel on. There, I mean, I don't see any engine management stuff on here. Throttle. That's air brakes. That's the only place I can imagine engine management occurring. Okay, just there's an email came in and it had nothing to do with me. That is really working. Oh, we got afterburners. We're gonna run out of fuel. This is exciting, kind of. All right, where's the nearest aeropuerto? They can handle us. Also, we don't need to get there very fast. We've got plenty of fuel. There we go. Not the marker. The actual airport. Oh, perfect. All right, we're going to land there. I think we'll make it, but we are running on fumes, which makes it exciting. Okay, this is Thessaloniki, which is apparently a fairly major airport. LGTS. Okay. LGTS. Nearest airport list. LGTS. Ask the tower. May we land. We are running low on fuel. We'll be fine. Runway 16. Oh, thanks. They want us to turn around. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. I'm not even going to concern until we get down to 10% fuel. Not even concerned. Looking forward to playing some guitar. I got my Gibson, one of my Gibson Les Pauls out in my studio. Nice one. All right, where are we? Where are we? Where do we want to be? All right, we're going to fly out and then down. We're not flying directly into the runway. We're flying past the airport and then coming back. So we're effectively going to go out to here and then turn around. That's the airport we're gonna land in, but we're gonna make a turn around this water park feature here, the water feature, and we're gonna come back and land, and then we're gonna start. Yep, the guitar part. And by the way, no matter whether I succeed or fail, we're gonna start the guitar. But fortunately, I always, you know. So the fun fact about this plane is it does require you to have air brakes. Not fun fact, but just because it's very speedy. we're gonna need to use the air brakes, which is why I got to make sure I know where they are, or the plane will not slow down enough to land at that airport there. That should be enough, right? All right, we're gonna come in, we're gonna make a nice little line up here. You. Give a little more gas. Put the gear down. Let's put the gear down. I think we should put the gear down. We don't need this anymore. Alright, now we're going to watch our minimum speeds. That's the most important thing. This plane will start to fall out of the sky at around 160 knots. Due to stall. Very typical, but, you know, like a jet plane. You gotta watch your minimum speed, or we slow down. Oh, too fast. Too fast. Should I give it a little of the old speed brakes? I think we should. Or air brake. So the air brakes are down. They're at the back of the wing. And they're gonna help us slow down so we can actually land. This is what it looks like from here. Jerky, but yeah. You just want to keep the ball at the bottom of the runway. That little thing there, that's where you're gonna. Oh, and turn your engines way down. Ooh, it was a little hard. That was really hard. Whoa, and why did it bounce like that? All right, 120. Probably. What's going on here? I don't think I did have my air brakes out, right? Yeah, I don't know if that's the air brakes. It didn't seem to affect it. Okay, do I have reversers? I don't. That's fine. Yeah, we survived. Which way's the airport? We survived it. That was definitely a survivable. A survived landing. You survived landing for sure.
121.705 KNSH Niner Niner Niner. Goodbye.
Alright, and one thing we can do now that we're on the ground that we couldn't do before is open the canopy. Actually, I think we have to be stopped. I think the plane does have a... You have to go in pretty slow for it to open the canopy. Let's open the canopy. We went supersonic. We made almost Mach 2 there. That's pretty fast. Oh, it's open now. Is it? No. It's not. Well, it's nice that we're in an Air Force base, but we are a Russian plane. I know, you know, we'd normally not be here. I don't think. You know, Russians sold their planes to a lot of countries. We'll just park somewhere around here. Yeah, we'll blend right in, you know. Got camouflage. Big plane compared to some of these little planes. Alright, don't smash into me. You did. Alright, okay. Now that we stopped, oh great, the canopy automatically opens. And look how it does that. It slides back on those two slides. It doesn't hinge back like a lot of them do. Yours, by the way. I go, That little plane behind looks really fun too. I mean, I've got all these planes. That one's not so much fun. So there's me with the canopy open. That cool, really, really elaborate paint job there. Now, why it was messy, my electrical system messed up, I don't know. But I do know if we turn the fuel pumps off and these. Okay, where's the engines? That's oxygen. All right. The fuel supply turn off. And that will turn off the engines. Meanwhile, we still have power because we left our APU on, I believe. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, jeez. Thank you. I just got, and we got intersected, which I can turn off here, right? APU. No, just turn off all this stuff. It was interesting that we had power issues because that has happened to me with other planes, where you're flying along and suddenly the engine seems fine because it doesn't need battery power, but all the electrical systems go out because your battery's down. And what it means is that the magnetos or the alternator in your engines are not charging the battery. In this case, it may have been because I left the ignition on. It may not be able to charge the battery when the ignition's on. Because when I turned it off, the engines were fine, which I was kind of some planes you got to leave the ignitions on, or at least the magneto on. But now I think I learned something subtle about this plane, which is to turn the ignition off, which I'd probably find out if I had if I looked at the checklist. In fact, I'm going to do that real quick. I wonder if the checklist says turn off the ignition. Okay, engine start, blah blah blah. Fine. After start, APU off. It doesn't say turn off the ignition, so yeah, that's maybe it doesn't say turn on. Maybe you turn here. Where does it say to turn on the ignition? The ignition's a separate thing, right? Nowhere does it say anything about it. Although it produced a warning light in my annunciator panel area that said ignition. And maybe you're never supposed to turn it on because it doesn't show it turning on after start. Yeah, but there's all sorts of there's like typographical errors in there. The cabin open. The Hello. Yes, guitar playing music. Thank you for enjoying my Baroque interim music. I'm looking for music that Twitch will not mute, and I'm not sure this is it or not, but so far it hasn't. Other music of the Baroque music, this Bach Brandenburg chairs, those got muted for copyright reasons, and I don't, which isn't a huge problem. I got more in trouble with YouTube when I played that clip of Boston, More Than a Feeling. I mean, I didn't get in trouble, but they said, "Oh, you can't monetize this video in Brazil." So I can already tell you that the brilliant thing that is you don't see happening is me yelling at my having to yell at my cameras that they're all messed up every time I go to this transition. The reason why they would mess up when I would go to this transition is because the cameras are effectively turning on and off, and they were resetting some, to a different the incorrect presets every time. And now I have them reset. First of all, I can always click a little icon on my screen that says reset all webcams, and it will reset them all to exactly what I want. So I don't have to do, but so far they are all fine. So the age of me yelling at my cameras might be over. I'll have to find another something to yell at. That's another subject for my streams. But it'll be interesting to check the video and audio quality of this stream, which I usually do, the next day. So far, so good then. Exactly. Now I'm screwed. Yeah, no, it's a huge improvement. Just warm it up a little bit here. Check my tune. So how's everyone doing? How you doing, Adonio? What's new? Oh, must be your skin. What are the lyrics for the song? It's not like I know them. Yeah, here it is. Oh, no, there we go. All right. Must be your skin. I'm sinking in. Must be for real. Now I can't feel. All right. I didn't mind. It's not my kind. It's not my time to wonder why. Everything goes white. Everything's gray. Well, now you're here and now you're away. I don't want this. Remember that. I'll never forget you where you're at. Don't let the days roll by. Glycerine. Oh, nice. Never alone all the time. Are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone steals, but when we rise, it's like strawberry fields. I treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you anymore, you got a beautiful taste. Don't let the days roll by. Well, could have been easier on you. I couldn't change though I wanted to. Well, should have been easier, my three. I wrote Prince Fear and you and me. Glycerine. Glycerine. Needed you more, but I wanted us less. Could not kiss, just regress. It might just be pure and simple and plain. Well, that's just fine, that's just one of my names. Don't let the days roll by. Or could have been easier on you, Glycerine. 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 Well, that's nice. How It's Made. I love those shows. I mean, I used to be like addicted to the How It's Made show. I mean, you could. I mean, I'm just it's those factory tours. Just ooh, man. I haven't watched them in a while, but I used to be. I think like a few years ago, there was a period of time, probably 10 years of my life when I was just like any episode. I was like, have I seen this one? Yeah, I know how that's made. I've seen that. I know how that kind of cheese is made. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a different kind of cheese. All right, how's that kind of cheese made? You know, it's that. I mean, they do other stuff. But they did they do like how do you make a chain? You know, all that little stuff. You know, they slow it down for you. I could suck that up for hours. What are we gonna do here? I'm just gonna play a little blues. Goes like this. I mean, just you don't really sing the blues. I don't really. You just feel it. like actors who work in movies rarely get much of this, if any of the script. The only script they will have seen is what they did in the audition part, which because they usually choose a scene from the movie they want you to do. But then once you're on stage, not only do you not get the whole, you usually don't get the whole script, you get the sides. You just get the scenes you're in. That's because of secrecy. For big movies, they don't want the plot that we get. So as an actor, unless you're in one of the main, top actors, what you get is you don't get to see the whole script. You just get to see the scene and only the scene that has your lines in it. So you have very little way of knowing what your character is up to because, you know what I mean, or what the movie is, the vibe is. And that's what, hey, like, you're an actor, right? We'll tell you how to act. All right. I was saying regarding you don't get the script. Regarding you, I was saying responding to the fact that you don't get the script until you start the job. That's true of voiceover, of course, but also true of acting jobs where you might be doing a movie, and if you're not in every scene, they're not going to give you the whole script. They just give you the sides, they call them, which are just the pages that your dialogue is on. And you're expected to be able to act just on the words that you get and nothing before and nothing after, because of secrecy. They don't want you to know what's going to happen in the movie. If it's a big budget movie. So you're supposed to act based on no context, just the words on your scene. Literally the word. Maybe the guy talking before you, and suddenly you had a word, lines it, and you're like, they're like, they're like, yeah, we'll tell you how to act. Don't worry, we'll give you the right. We'll make sure you have the right reading for the line. We know you're supposed to, and it's just, but that's got to be hard. But as an actor, you're supposed to be able to go, okay, perfect. I'll just keep doing different ways until I do the right one for you. You gotta like. You got to have, kind of roll with that whole lack of information. Because, on a movie, and many times, either they don't have the information or they just don't want to give you the whole script. So that was what I was talking about. That's all I said. Having a lovely Wednesday, and I hope to have a nice rest of the week. It's sunny today. It's supposed to rain a lot in the coming weekend. That shouldn't affect things too much. But can you believe it's almost going to be March already? It's almost going to be March real soon. In fact, it normally would be March tomorrow, but for the darn leap years. Twinkies still do exist here. Twinkies, they do. Twinkies and Binkies. That's how we would pronounce them. Yes, the snack food cake. There used to be a Hostess company that specifically made the Twinkies. I think they made a bunch of other stuff. Maybe Binkies. I don't know. Twinkies. That's how we always say it anyway. But they're still around just because the food itself is popular. The company was not very good at being profitable that made them, but the Hostess brand got bought by another company and it's still around. Yeah, you can still buy Ding Dongs, Twinkies, and all the other stuff, Ho-Hos. And what do they call it? Snowballs, I think, which were cupcakes that had white frosting. Snowballs, those are good. I'm going to get the lyrics in for this. Hold on a second. Like, I wish I could have memorized all these songs, but it's just not possible. Finally, I figured out it took a long, long time. Now there's a I'm trying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads, will they lead to you? I just can't turn and walk away. But it's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Well, I've seen it all, 'cause it's been a long, long time. Ah, but then we'll trip and fall, wondering if I'm blind. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads, will they lead to you? I just can't turn and walk away. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wonder if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Rain keeps pouring down, coming from blue sky. Words without a sound, coming from... Oh, wait, that's not how it goes. Rain keeps pouring down, falling from blue skies. That's it, sorry. Words without a sound, coming from your eyes. I'll get it right. Finally I figured out, but it took a long, long time. Oh, now there's a turnabout, maybe 'cause I'm trying. There's been times I'm so confused. All of my roads, will they lead to you? I just can't turn and walk away. When it's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. It's hard to say what it is I see in you. Wondering if I'll always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do enough to prove it's all for you. Sister Hazel, 1996. Fun stuff, fun stuff. What else? I'm gonna play a non-singing song and have more Diet Coke. Let my voice relax from that for a bit. I'm sounding a little better. I'm about halfway between my goal of singing every day for a year. Because September is when I started, like early September. So March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, I got another 6 months. I'm a little bit halfway through my 1 year experiment. See if I would improve. So I'll be able to compare, at least on YouTube, my singing. I'm not going to want to, but I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll even do like a clip show where I show this. I wasn't singing that good, you know. I'm not singing that good now, but hey, give me 6 more months. I'm doing it every day, you know. It's got nowhere to go with up. I think. All right, what else? Okay, we're just gonna play something else. So we're gonna play. There's a song I'm gonna play instrumental called Hoaxes. Let's have it. Okay. I'm gonna sing that Cat Stevens song I like to sing, Longer Boats, just because I like it and it's conveniently simple on the lyrics. It's from the 70s. Goes like this. Longer boats are coming to win us, coming to win us, coming to win us. Longer boats are coming to win us. Hold on to the shore. They'll be taking the key from the door. I don't want no gold on my lawn, or just a flower I can help along. 'Cause the soul of nobody knows, well, how a flower grows. Yes, how a flower grows. Longer boats are coming to win us. They're coming to win us, coming to win us. Longer boats are coming to win us. Hold on to the shore. They'll be taking the key from the door. Mary dropped her pants by the sand. Look at the parson, come and take her hand. 'Cause the soul of nobody knows where the parson goes. Yes, where does the parson go? Excuse me. Longer boats are coming to win us, coming to win us, they're coming to win us. Longer boats are coming to win us. Hold on to the shore. They'll be taking the key from the door. I don't mind the rest of the sound. You know, for Cat Stevens, why not? All right, where's my capo? Let's just go. Something in the way she moves, the smile where it calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, and troubled by some foolish game, well, she always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. If I'm well, you can tell she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long time, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on, well, they lose their meaning, and I find myself careening to the places where I should not let me go. She has the power to go where no one else can find me. It's sad to silently remind me of happiness, good times that I know. Notice there doesn't got to go now. Isn't what she's got to say, how she thinks or where she's been. To me the words are nice the way they sound. Yes, I hear them best that way. Doesn't much matter what they mean. She says they're mostly just to calm me down. I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. And if I'm where you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine. From the James Taylor Can the Other. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. She said the plans they made put an end to you. Walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. Thank you for hanging out. Just didn't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking by mine to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Sure, Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. There's hours of time on the telephone line, talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Lord, I'd see you one more time again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You got to help me take a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. Oh, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days when I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I'd always thought that I'd see you one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things running my way this time around me now. I thought I'd see you smiling again. Thank you very much. It's not terrible. It's not the best. It's mediocre. I don't like it. It could be better. It could be worse. I started off 6 months ago at a certain level. I'd been better before that in my periods of my life. I had much better singing when I was younger. But thank you for saying I have a nice voice. I don't know how long you've been watching me, but the experiment is to sing every day about that much, at least 3 songs every day, which I do because I stream every day. Oh, well, I'm sure you have a nice voice, a better than average voice, because I think I do. It's just not great. It's just not as good as I want it to be. It's a muscle. Singing every day. It's been getting better. I could tell. And if you can go on YouTube and you can go back 180 VODs, and because I've sang on I think every single one of them, and listen to my earliest ones, and listen if you can see. Not necessarily the same songs. I don't know if I did Fire and Rain, but you could tell it's a rougher, and I'm a little pitchier on those earlier songs, which means that in a year I might, or in the 6 months, it's a 1-year experiment that might get extended. When I actually want to compare them, I'm going to compare how I sing in one full year. Mainly these kind of James Taylor songs and kind of these folk pop songs. I didn't do I didn't do Painted Black, and I didn't do did my best to notice how the call came down the line up to the platform of surrender. I was brought, but I was kind. Sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door, open eyes, make it right. You gotta cut the cord. Are you human? Or are you dancer? My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human? Are we dancer? I can do the whole song. That's an earwig. I'll probably be doing that song for the next 6 months because I can't get it out. Can't get that one out of my head. All right, we know what we're gonna do right now. By the way, I'm gonna put these over here. I'm going to say the quick version. Thanks for coming to my stream. It's a lot like the Carol Burnett show, and especially in the way I end it, which is the following way. I'm so glad we had this chance together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, I was about to rave you. Comes the time we got to say so long. That is not great timing. As these, but I appreciate it. It was probably, I'm guessing it was Fabi who raided me, because he guides the raids over there, being the mod. So he's done that before. I appreciate everyone coming in for the raid. Let me tell you about my show. Yeah, Fabi rated me. That's fine, boy. I love those too. Sorry, I saw that Indy is not on. She's out of town for a day or two. Somebody flew her out on a private jet. I don't want to talk about it. And then Aziz is back at home now without being flown around on a private jet, which I'm not super happy about. Azura, excuse me. You should be flying around in private jets too. People who are in my regular stream who don't know, Soul Feeling, my lovely ladies from South Africa who I have some contact with. I hope to meet them. They're also friends of my friend Mistress Mord, who I have met several times, who's also from South Africa. So I have the South African friendship connection, and they are part of that. But I am going to say goodbye before I say goodbye to any Raiders who actually stick around after, frankly, it's going to be a shock to the system to have to see me. We just had a lovely stream. We did what I did on my normal stream, which is the first half of the stream is Microsoft Flight Simulator. I pick up my blue controller. I get the flight simulator going. We fly around somewhere. Today was Greece in a MiG in a Felon in a very high speed Soviet aircraft. Well, it's Russian. Excuse me, Russian aircraft. It was interesting. I thought we took off, we landed, we had a good time. We landed safely. That was good. And then the second half of my stream is always playing live music. And today was a guitar stream. Now, if you missed it, if anybody's here, who cares? Come by. I do it every single day around this time, and I end around this time. I do about an hour and a half stream. And tomorrow is going to be a piano stream, so I'll be playing piano on stream and singing and basically doing my lounge act, which I always enjoy doing. So, but other than that, I'm closing down. I mean, I have to get back to work. Basically, I do these weekday streams on a break during my morning work session and afternoon work session. It's not as hard as it sounds. It's really a couple hours work on each side, and then I get to stream during the day, and then also the weekends it's a little longer. But I've been doing it now for 6 months, and it's been a lot of fun and very very interesting experience, and I have it all set up now. So especially now, I got a lot of my technical issues solved. As of today, we always have Diet Coke, but I finished it off. There's the dregs, as we call that, the dregs of the Diet Coke. Anyway, there's probably nobody here left from Soulfully, so I'm gonna say bye. Have a great time.